I'm so glad that we were able to get you this morning.
I'm
Like,
so glad too. I
yeah,
was so happy because when they first said they wanted to do press tomorrow at the end of the day, I'm like, dude, it's like the very end.
yeah,
Everyone's going to be like, a mess. This
yeah.
was the
Everybody's winding down, looking for a
yeah,
room to sleep in.
right,
Like,
exactly. No, so I was very happy that we said this morning was good. This was
so,
perfect.
we know a lot already about your, of course, like Overwatch and stuff like that. But what's more, like, what's something that most people wouldn't know about you, besides like what they can find on like your filmography or your IMDb page?
What's something that people wouldn't know about me? I am a fried chicken eating champion. I won. I was out in the Midwest with a bunch of like strapping 22-year-old former Onion writers and interns, and I wiped the floor with all of them. I ate like 12 and a half pieces of chicken and did it in skin tight snake pants and a wife beater.
Oh, hold up! How big
Uh
were
huh.
the chicken wings? Were they like the
No,
party
not wings,
wings?
not wings, pieces like breasts and thighs and 12 and I wiped the floor with them. I was very proud of myself. This was, and I even I've got a fried chicken eating championship trophy in my apartment.
I might have to see you on that trophy. We might have to do a challenge.
If you want, I'll send you.
Give me him off the train. Give me him off the train.
You
On
know,
that
I have an 11-year-old son now
Mm.
who is like taking up the helm. He's taking up the mantle because it's been a bit since I won my championship.
Couple years.
And he's crushing it now. He's an unbelievable fried chicken eating
So just like
competitor.
the whole bag, it's just like fried chicken.
Dude, it was literally a whole competition. Like it was a party. They do this every year for the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
A friend of mine, Stephen Thompson, who lives here in DC, who's at NPR and has a show called Pop Culture Happy Hour. I don't know if you guys are
No.
local. Are you guys local?
We're local. Yeah, we're local.
So
Maryland.
do you know Pop Culture Happy Hour from NPR?
No.
Okay, so Steven, that's his show. This is his annual party, and it's his fried chicken eating contest. And many years ago, when he was doing it back in Wisconsin, is when I was the champion. And this year, my son and his daughter went head to head. And it was very exciting and killed everyone. It was great. So people don't know that. People don't know that years ago I was live on Good Morning America performing the action hero workout and tore a ligament while the camera was live. And I popped a ligament and had to keep going and continue doing the action hero
You
workout.
had like an adrenaline side after the show.
Everyone in the studio heard the pop. The pop was audible. It was terrible. And then after the camera went off, that's when I got to like limp away. They're like, oh my God. And I was in a boot for like 2 months after that. What's something else that people don't? I lived in Paris and I speak French fluently. That's something that maybe people don't know.
I wish I spoke French fluently.
You can learn, never too late.
There's so many programs now that you could do like a daily. They have like apps where you could like take like little tests and stuff per day, like learn different languages now.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
We seen you at the opening ceremonies yesterday.
Yes.
Now clearly Pharrah is not close to like your regular voice. Like,
No,
yeah,
it's not. No, it's different than my regular voice, which is fun, which makes it more fun to do.
Yeah.
I'm like a schmaltzier. I don't know if your viewers know schmaltzier. I'm like a much sillier person than Pharrah is. I'm like a New Yorkier, sillier, blah blah person. So it's kind of fun to step out of my own voice and my own persona and like be this very righteous, upright person. Yeah. It's very fun.
So, like I said, I know y'all been to different cons. Y'all definitely had the opportunity to like really get to know each other since that game has come out and become majorly popular. I mean, obviously, it's definitely put you above the radar from where you are. Like, I've had to take the time to like look back to what you've done. Your husband wrote a movie. It was a movie or a TV show, and then you were in it. There have
been a few that I've done cameos in a few, and then there was one that I executive produced. Yeah.
And were you looking to try to do more movies or TV in the future?
I've been doing a bunch of acting stuff over the years. It's not like I just do stuff on my husband's stuff.
Yeah.
It's fun. But yeah, no, definitely. I'm supposed to be doing a cameo in a new show that's supposed to start shooting in early 2020. So we'll see what happens.
Can't
But I'm
mention
not allowed to talk
that.
about that.
Yeah.
I did a project that I love by a friend named Jamie Efros called On, the pilot of which has been doing the whole circuit of festivals and has been getting really good responses. And I had an awesome time doing that. So that's going. Yeah, I love that stuff. What could be bad? It's freaking awesome. It's fun.
Yeah. What did you, as far as like Otakon in general, because this is not your first Otakon.
This is my first Otakon.
This is your
This is
first
my
Otakon?
first Otakon. This is my first DC appearance. Yeah.
What
Both.
What did you think so far in the time that you've been here?
First, everybody organizing it is so nice. Everybody who I've been working,
It's been a
like,
lot
who's
of
been
work.
handling it. Yeah, you feel like the energy of everybody really like being on top of it and working together and being a good crew. They've like assembled a really nice crew. Then I don't think I realized how big it is. Right? I know that's a crazy thing, but I didn't realize that it was as big as it is. So it's so much fun to see like just the sheer size and all of the cosplay is insane and like
Yeah.
it's been really fun. It's been really fun.
Yeah, that's why they had to move it out of Baltimore because the convention center in Baltimore was just too small. So they had to move it out here to actually
I believe
get all the
it.
people in.
I believe it. I mean, it really, I was overwhelmed. I walked in yesterday when I was first coming in before the opening ceremonies, and people were lined up to enter, and it was like a sea of people. It was like wild. It was like the Israelites following Moses to cross the Dead Sea. It was crazy.
Into
It's really
AC.
good.
Into
Yes,
AC.
into AC. No, this was already in AC, but it was just a sea of people. It was really awesome.
With the Overwatch family and it blowing up as big as it is, how are you enjoying that stardom of people just like, because I love Overwatch like crazy, so, and like I follow so many people in that game, and it's just like Pharrah is one of my favorite characters out there, so I'm kind of nerding back here.
Oh my god, I love it! Oh, I'm so flattered.
So I'm not great at the game like some other people, but
I'm not great at the game either. I'm terrible. I'm really bad.
But since it's blown up, how have you been enjoying that?
Well, I think to answer the first part of the question, or the first part because that you had started with, the unexpected gift of it has been the rest of the cast. I mean, typically when you do voiceovers, there is no cast bonding. You're not, when you do particularly gaming voiceovers, you're alone in a booth. And every session you're alone in the booth. And for the most part, the games that I've done, maybe I'll be with a couple of people if I'm doing like a weird scene, but most of the time I don't even know who else has been on it. I find out afterward once it's out on IMDb.
Yeah, I
that,
heard
like,
it's
that
not
friend,
really you're bouncing against each other. It's kind of like you come in, record your lines, and then
you're by yourself. So the idea that one, the people at Blizzard hired such a cool crew, that everyone is so nice and that everyone is so much fun to hang out with, and everyone's just cool and interesting, and that we've all bonded the way that you would bond either on a film set or you would bond if you were doing a show together. Like, we all really adore each other and see each other and get together and text each other. I just saw Lucy, the preview for her new show that's opening in Edinburgh in August.
Oh, nice.
So I had come back from vacation with my son, and we literally like dropped our bags off at the apartment, ran downtown, got to the show. Anjali, who's the voice of Symmetra, was sitting there holding our seats. So we had just to see each other, right? And then I'm texting Carolina to tell her how it was, and then I'm texting Carolina, who's the voice of Sombra, and Chloe, who's the voice of Widowmaker. And this is how it was. It was great. Like, we're all really
close,
tight. Yeah, it's
great.
So nice.
And keep
so
adding
nice.
new people every other year.
Well,
into the family.
What's funny is trying now wanting to meet the people that we haven't met. Like, when anyone new is added to the game, everyone's like, "Oh, we gotta meet the new family member." It's like a new addition. It's really sweet. It's like
really
a sweet, cool. Yeah. So that's been one of the totally unexpected and awesome gifts of this. And then it's the first time I ever did a game where I've gotten to interact with the fans, and I've gotten so much incredible fan energy. I mean, this has been outrageous. I keep on likening it to like a magic carpet ride. I feel like some magic carpet like landed, and they're like, "Get on! Look what's going on! It's crazy!" And that's what it's felt like. It's been just the wildest ride, and such a gift, and so cool to meet people who love it and relate to it and appreciate what we're doing. You know, it's been a really cool experience.
I promise Pharrah's going to be my new favorite character from now on.
Yay! Good. I love it. Excellent.